I would be completely remiss if I didn't preface this video by firstly thanking Mike Mutzel for inspiring me to become a blood donor. Mike, I would never be presumptuous to think that you would watch my video, but in the spirit of optimism and at the risk of sounding presumptuous, I can perhaps thank you directly if you do happen to see this video. Thank you, Mike, because it is because of you and your videos that inspired me to become a blood donor. So you made a difference for sure, and your videos across the board actually make a difference in people's health and changing people's lives. I've been a fan of yours for a long time and a follower of your channel. So I would appreciate it if my viewers watching this would go over to Mike's channel, which I will link down below, and please watch his video about blood donation. He's made several actually, but please watch the most recent one that I will link, and also subscribe to his channel for a wealth of health topics that can impact your life in a positive way. That's what we all want. Mike is a fellow functional medicine practitioner like myself, so although we don't know each other, we are peers in the functional medicine health space. So my gratitude to you, Mike, for your work. So the topic of this video, as you saw in the title, is blood donation. And I would like to extend, if I can be so bold, extend my influence such that it is if I can persuade just one person watching this to become a blood donor, that would be fantastic. I want to just share some information about the benefits of donating blood. Mike's video, actually, the most recent one he did, it was titled something about men and women over 40. So that really immediately caught my eye because that's me. I'm a woman over 40. So I was, my attention was piqued specifically to that video because of the demographic. But I would like to just start out by saying in the year 2022, which has just ended, of course, the United States saw a blood shortage that it hasn't seen in decades. And one donation can save up to 3 lives. So volunteers for donating blood are much needed. And so I've written down just a few benefits so as to perhaps incentivize you to consider at least becoming a blood donor. So by going to donate blood, you are getting sort of a mini physical. And this is because before you start the process of donating blood, the facilitator on site will take your vitals, and it's like a little mini exam that they do before they let you donate. And so this is great because it can reveal, in short, it can reveal a medical condition that you may be unaware of that requires further attention, in which case the facilitator will defer you to a physician for further examination. But barring that, it can reveal high blood pressure, atrial fibrillation, or elevated iron levels. So it's a little health screening, and it also, of course, reveals your blood type if you don't know your blood type going into it, including if you have a rare blood type. And in that instance, you can feel especially good about donating blood because, of course, your blood is significant in its rarity and its need. So you can feel extra satisfied that you are providing life-saving substance of a rare type. And also, this is obviously critical information for you should you ever face emergency or surgery or for blood transfusion yourself, then you will have this information. So if the intake facilitator detects any anomalies, or if your iron levels are either insufficient or excessive, you will be turned away from donating. You won't be able to donate that day. And in most cases, you'll be given, for instance, if your iron levels are too low, for example, you'll be given a 24-hour deferral. The second benefit is that regular blood donation is linked to lower blood pressure and lowered risk of heart attack and all cardiovascular disease. Blood donation helps to decrease the blood thickness or viscosity, which is associated with the formation of blood clots, heart attacks, and strokes. So this is a great way to naturally bring the thickness of your blood down. It's bloodletting, if you will. And interestingly, this benefit is greater in men compared to women. And we think that's because, of course, women menstruate once a month. So we naturally release blood from our bodies. And so this naturally reduces the viscosity of our blood, whereas men don't have that menstrual cycle. So men have a particular benefit, and the benefit is exponentially greater in men over the age of 40. And the third benefit is the happy, good feelings, the emotions that come along with this. So one donation, like I said, can help save up to 3 lives. So people most often become blood donors or volunteer in general to help other people. Altruism and volunteering feels really good. And that emotion, that feel-good emotion, is linked to positive health outcomes, increased longevity, better mood, and lowered risk for depression. So creating moments of kindness during times of need especially does wonders for the giver's mental health. And so it's a win-win across the board. All parties are benefiting from this. Giving blood is a fantastic way to engage yourself in your community and directly impact the lives of those in your immediate environment, and you will feel really good about it. Donating blood is completely safe, and it's safe whether you have had or have not had the COVID vaccine, as well as if you have or have not had COVID-19 virus. You only need to be 2 weeks out of symptoms and have also 2 additional weeks free of testing negative for COVID-19 in order to give blood safely. And I will say that the people at the facility that I went to, I just went to my local library and did this. And all you have to do is show up on that day and they will take care of you. They will really take care of you from the moment you arrive until you depart. And this entire process of donating blood takes around an hour to an hour and 15 minutes. And the blood donation itself takes 8 to 10 minutes, 11 minutes tops. And they take 1 pint of blood, which is, this is the size, this is the amount of blood they take. So it's 1 pint of blood in each donation. And I wanted to include a bonus little factoid, which is that you get a free snack. So one blood donation taxes the body about 500 to 600 calories. In other words, that's the amount you lose in energy by donating blood. So afterwards, the snacks that they provide, and they do provide a banquet, actually, a little buffet, if you will, of snacks and juice boxes and all kinds of treats. You can have a free snack because you've just been depleted of 500 calories. You can feel free to have a snack, and it's like 0 calories because you're just replacing what you lost. So it's almost like a free snack, a calorie-free snack, because you are quite literally just replenishing what you've lost in the donation. So lastly, I want to leave you with some tips, which are to drink plenty of water both the day before and prior to your donation. Have a hearty breakfast that day. Don't skip breakfast. I would say a few days beforehand. If you are someone who does intermittent fasting, stop 3 to 5 days beforehand. So build your body up a little bit more. And on the day of your donation, make sure that you eat a very hearty breakfast prior to donating, so that it makes the donation process more tolerable, I shall say. And the last tip is don't exercise afterwards. you don't want to further put your body in a deficit because it's already been depleted quite a bit of a major resource. So you want to rest afterwards. I did also want to say that when I first told my parents that I was going to become a blood donor, I think they were both surprised and shocked, because probably nobody could be more afraid of needles than me. Maybe my mom. It's a tie, but I've gotten over that. And the long and short of it is, if that's not a good reason to overcome a fear, then I don't know what is. If you have any questions for me, I would be happy to answer them down below. The bottom line is that donating blood saves lives, period. So once again, I will encourage anyone watching this to at least please consider, think about this if it's something that you've never thought about before. It's free and it's relatively quick. It's a simple process, it's safe, and you can feel really good about knowing that you are making a difference in the lives of others with your donation. So thank you for listening to me. Thank you for watching my video as always, and I wish you all good luck.